Hey guys, always remember with the stock market, you want to be looking for the winning indexes, followed by the winning sector, followed by the winning stocks, okay? You don't want to be chasing stocks that keep going down, okay, where you're saying, oh my gosh, this is sold off too much. You know, the bottom's coming soon. Stick to the companies that actually have the earnings now to back up their valuation and back up their stock price, because then you don't have to worry about the macro as much affecting the stock and even technicals, okay? So index, what index is hot right now? The QQQ, obviously the NASDAQ 100, right? These mega cap companies, NVDA, right? They're leading the way and they will continue to do that because of the strong cash flows they got coming in. All right, so you say, okay, QQQ. Now what sector within the QQQ is doing well? And it's the SOXX, right? SOXX, the semiconductor stocks. Obviously that makes sense because NVIDIA just crushed on earnings, right? So a rising tide lifts all boats, right? So we're going to see that sector do well. And then you can break down the individual stocks from there. And you've already heard me talk about NVIDIA number one, Micron number two, because remember in the end, earnings, right? Fundamentals are what drive the company's share price in the end. And it doesn't matter as much about macro and technical when you are crushing guidance, right, for the next quarter. So that's why I love NVIDIA and Micron. I'm going to continue to play those with most of my money, okay? You've also heard me talk about Taiwan Semiconductor, which supplies the chips to 60% of the world, and actually 92% of all advanced chips come from Taiwan Semiconductor. So you have to be in this company, and they just broke out their stock price. So I will continue to be in that one as well, okay? Also, Qualcomm broke out. Now, they do have earnings coming up, so I wouldn't buy it at this level at $210 a share. I would see if this back test 193 support, if you can get it under 200, that's pretty solid, but I would wait to see the earnings number first, okay? If they can have a nice beat and raise, then that's going to obviously get the stock going more. But this, I think, got a little ahead of itself. I think it's going to maybe beat by a little bit, but not enough to justify how quick it's ran up. So that's why I think you'll get a sell-off, a little back test maybe in the 190s where you can dollar cost average there. And there's another company I want to talk about that I just learned about. It's called Veeco Instruments, ticker symbol VECO. This is a capital equipment provider for the semiconductor industry. So they deal with a lot of different areas like wafer cleaning and just the processing equipment that goes into making these semiconductors. So do your research on the company, but I really like what I see. This stock just broke out as well. So that's one you can put on your watch list as well. But again, I want to remind you, keep focusing on the winning index, winning sector, and winning stocks. Don't try to chase those companies that have been beaten up that you think are going to bounce, but they haven't shown any proof of it or earnings. Stick to the winners, guys, and you're going to make some money here over the next quarter.